All right. Cool. All right. Well, come on. Sit. Hey, Rick, Maria. So I was just gonna show you guys a couple things that works for me with Bo. Um, so I know I mentioned to you that there's different ways to help the dog and everything. So this, well, stay. This is a slip collar. It's it's a training collar. It's really expensive. You don't have to buy it, but if the owner may have one, or the owner may be interested in one. But this is really good for training purposes. The reason why is um, this collar essentially goes around this part here on the dog, and usually there's like a little piece. I don't know if you can see it right here. And so when the dog pulls, this happens. It tightens around their neck. Um, and what that does is it's a very uncomfortable pressure. Sit, boy. It's very uncomfortable pressure for the dog that teaches that teaches the dog that what they're doing is not good. It doesn't hurt the dog. It's not for you to like drag them, obviously, but it's just to apply pressure. By doing leash pressure, you can communicate to the dog what you need to do. So it goes over like this, and like I said, we'll flip up his head. It's right here. And then I take this little stopper and I run the stopper right here. And so now one of the main things with walking your dog or any dog is, excuse me, you want to have a loose leash. A loose leash communicates to your dog that I'm in control, everything's cool. When you pull on the leash and the leash is pulled, then what that communicates to the dog is I'm concerned, there's danger, I need you to be on the lookout. So just be mindful that when you pull on the leash, what you're communicating to your dog is that you are stressed out. You're concerned, you're worried, and this will put the dog in defensive mode, especially if the dog is walking with Maria, because dogs tend to be really defensive of women, especially male dogs, and girls' dog too. But you want to just make sure that when you're walking, your leash is loose. So, Bo and I will demonstrate real quick. Come on, Bo. Come on. Come on. Come on. And what I'm doing right now, we're walking. I'm not even pulling this leash. What I've trained Bo to know is that when we're walking, Bo is to follow my movements. Okay. What happens on the walks is it's really distracting. Bo, sit. It's really distracting. Bo, sit. It's very distracting for dogs. So the key to it is making sure your dog is engaged with you, and they're paying attention to you. And so that's why I like the leave it command or any command that you want to practice with her. Even that short span of time is good. So you can start with food. So you would do like leave it in one hand, and if she leaves it, you give her candy, you give her a treat in another hand. Never give her like the treat from the hand that you told her to leave it. Or if you do a ball or something that you know she likes a lot, you can do it that way. And then if she leaves it alone, then you reward her immediately with a treat. Um, but yeah, just make sure that when you guys are doing your walks and stuff like that, if you see her ramping up to another dog, one, create space, because you don't want to antagonize her, right? But at the same time, you want to put some space. So when you're walking, if the dog, let's say, is over here, you should be in between the dog over there. Well, sit. You should be in between the other dog as well. Just so that it's requiring more effort, meaning she would have to run past you to get to this dog. And then that way, you can have your loose leash, and as she's ramping up, you can tell her, leave it. Stop. No, look at me. You can do a look at me, and as you're walking, you see Bo, look at me. Good boy. I don't have any treats for him, unfortunately. Good boy. Bo, 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 up. Bo, up. Let's see if we'll do it. Bo, up. Up. Bo, up. Up. Good boy. Good boy. Good boy. Down. Go down. Good boy. Good boy. So yeah, when you pass the dog and she does what you asked you to do, reward her with a treat. Give her like 3 or 4. Hit her with a whole lot of good girl, good girl, good girl. That's when you want to do it because she needs to know that, oh, me not doing that made you feel good. But trying to distract her with treats is kind of hard when they ramp up because at that moment in time, all that energy and all that focus is geared towards the other dog or whatever it may be. So I would recommend that as you're walking, just put some distance between yourself and the dog. If it's like on the sidewalk, just kind of step to the side a little bit, walk in between, and then make sure you're keeping a loose leash if you can. And then, like I said, in some cases, if she's doing something, you can say, leave it, and you can pop her collar. So it's just a light pop, like that. That lets the dog know, hey, I'm talking to you. Stop it. No. And if you do that enough, and she gets the positive reinforcement, then hopefully that should help. So hope this helps. Let me guys know if you guys have any questions, and I'll let y'all later. Peace. Bo, you want to say bye-bye? All right, bye.